Hi everybody and welcome back. This is the second part of the video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the front blinkers. Now it's a little more in-depth than doing the rears because there's different things you need to take apart on each side to access the blinkers. The blinkers I'm going to be replacing are the 7440As, the incandescents, and I'll be putting in LEDs from Diode Dynamics. Now these are the 310 lumen edition. They are plug and play. You're not going to have to do anything fancy with your sockets. They also come with a 3-year warranty, which is a nice thing to have. If you're looking for the video to replace the blinkers in the rear, there will be a link at the end of this video. And if you're looking for the video to replace the flasher relay, which you will have to replace if you're switching to LEDs, that is also going to be a link at the end of this video. So let's get the camera moved and start swapping out some bulbs. Alright, now to replace this front one, I'm going to be taking off the filler for the windshield washer reservoir. So take your Phillips head screwdriver in the center of this, give a little turn till it pops up, lift up on it in the center, and then just wiggle it around in a circle till it comes out. I'll put this up here in the windshield so I don't lose it. Now I take this out and we're wiggling it back and forth so it comes out of that hole in the bottom. Just yank on because you could rip that O-ring. Removing that reservoir, or the filler tube for the reservoir, is the best thing to do. You'll look in here at the bulb itself so you can pretty much tell where your hand's going to be. Grab on one of those tabs, turn it counterclockwise. Above the hole. And hold on the socket with my fingers on one hand, and then I'm just going to pull the bulb out with the other. I'm going to go in the car and I'm going to turn the blinker on, so I'll know if I have this in right the first time or if I need to turn it around. That's right the first time. Just make sure it clicks when you put it in. And turn that off. Alright, so when I'm putting this bulb back in, we'll be looking at this hole, and you can see when you get it up there. Get her in the hole. There, she got her locked in place. Now, I put some of that silicone paste around here and just a light film down in where this is going. Okay, so here's where we're going back in. I'll put this in. Get in there. You're gonna want to wiggle it to get back in place. Now you see that O-ring bunching up at that little hole down at the bottom there. You want to pull it up and get a little more lubrication in there so it sits down the bottom of its hole. I'm going to grab the little lock here. What you can do is you can pull this center right out of it. Get this all lined back up. I'll put one corner in first and then just push it down. Take the center, push it, click it, This side's done. All right, now to get to this one, we have to take off the air snorkel. So what I do is I hold on the outside ring here, take a flathead screwdriver, give it a rotation until it pops up. Down in there and start wiggling it out. Just go around in a circle, it'll come up. There he is. Put that one up by the windshield. Do the same thing to this one. Come over here a little bit. I have seen people have problems with these, getting them in and out. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit and just pull right out this way. I'll see how easy that is going back in too. Let's put that out of the way. Okay, so now there's going to be a couple things we have to take off here. First, we have to take off this connector. Just come right up on this side, lift up on that lock, and slide out. And coming down underneath, there's a little pin in here. Go underneath it, push up, and push back at the same time. And then we'll come up on the top and push on it, and just pull the whole thing back out. Put that out of the way. Now we're gonna be going for this little 10mm bolt down here, and then we're also going for this little 10mm nut right here, and you can grab it with a 10mm wrench or a crescent. I've already loosened it. Let's go back her off and put that one up here. Let's go for this little 10mm bolt down the bottom. If you drop the bolt, it'll probably just land down that skid plate down the bottom. So you shouldn't have a problem retrieving it. We'll remove the clamp here so we can remove the intake hose. I'll just rotate this a little bit. Pull and lift it right out of the way. This is going to go really quick, so what I've done is turned on my ignition and turned the blinker on this side out here. So you're just going to reach in here, turn it counterclockwise and unlock it, and pull the bulb out. Hold on to the socket, remove the bulb. So I've already painted the contacts on this one. We'll stick it in here, push it until it locks in place, and that one's working. Now see, when I do this, I'll look down in that hole and I can see when I'm going back in. Stick it in, so I'm going one way and then rotate it clockwise, and it's locked in place. Make sure it's in there good. Now that we know that the bulb works, we can get the airbox back in here. What I do is I'll put the bottom in first, that way I can see it's going in. On a little bit. Put the nut back on the little post here for the airbox. Tighten it up with your 10mm. Take this one. I'm actually going to feed it down there. While it's on the socket, I can get it in the hole. You have to move the bottom of the airbox around a little bit to find the hole again. You'll feel when it drops into place. You're in there, give it a little turn. Clamp retightened. All right, come down here and get this back in the little hole. Push in until you hear it click. Reconnect the connector. Push in until you hear it click. So I just watched this as you're putting it back into the airbox. Make sure it goes in and slowly slide back into this hole. I found the easiest way to do these is to pull the centers out of them. I'll put one of the edges in first. I'm pushing on the opposite end with my finger and just push it down in the hole and push the center right down into it. Push until you hear it click. That's it. You're all done. New blinkers, new LED blinkers. And there you have it. It's that simple. Anybody can do it. Don't be afraid to work on your car. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.